One day at a time. This, of course, just pertains to state agencies, and we've requested every state agency to look at trying to trim their budgets by 15%. Obviously, we're not going to do anything that's counterproductive in terms of our COVID-19 response, but you want to comment a little further or elaborate on not just the communication that we extended yesterday,
Sure.
but how we're approaching this agency by agency by agency.
Absolutely. Chris Johnston with the Office of Management and Budget. As the governor mentioned, this is really the first step in a series of actions that we'll be contemplating over the near term. We spoke before how there was already an initiative of cost savings to start right away, and I think we put that out towards the end of April. And so those cost savings measures have been started, and those will continue on through the rest of the biennium and then probably continue on for the following biennium. But in this first step, the directive, as the governor mentioned, was specifically to state agencies for their fiscal year 21 appropriations. We will be looking, this is, again, everything is on the table, I believe, and we'll be looking at the higher ed and K through 12. But as a point of reference, when you separate that out and you apply this just to the state agencies, the higher ed, K through 12, is over 50% of the state budget. And so you look at this pool, we're really looking at about the remainder of 40% of the general fund budget. And so that 15% applies to the 40% of that budget. I guess I would say this is, as I mentioned, this is an evolving process. And there are going to be different steps that we take over time as we learn more about the revenue picture, the extent of federal assistance, as well as any flexibility to the existing assistance that we've already received. And so I think in the whole picture, it's going to be a combination of spending cuts. It's going to be a combination, including using our reserves, and then also using the federal assistance to get to the other side of this. And really the things that we're doing in for fiscal year 21 will set the plate or set the table for setting the next budget, which will be taken up by the General Assembly in January.